Oh, hi. I'm Jen, and welcome to my vlog space. And this is Sean. He's going to be helping me out with this vlog. And this is Bento, that you can see his tail just faloodly dooping all over the place. Hey, baby. So today's vlog is going to be about resolutions. It's that time of year, everyone. It's New Year's resolution time. Let me start with, I don't like New Year's resolutions. So why am I making this video? I don't like waiting until the start of a year to like change what you want to change. I feel like if you're convicted enough to change something, do it that day. Do it right away, because that means it'll stick. But if you need the hard deadline to start, if you need that it's the new year and we're going to change things, I got some resolutions for you. I got resolutions either way. You just don't have to wait until New Year's to do them, is all I'm trying to say.
So they can start them early?
They can start them now. Like the second that they watch this, they can start them now. I'm just that girl. I have a fire under my butt, like, consistently. So here are a few things to light a fire under your butt for New Year's resolutions, okay? So I have a little list in front of me. See? I like lists. Number 1, make lists. It is the most helpful thing in the world.
Hold on, I'm going to have to write this down. I need to make a list for this.
I gave him that look because he is notoriously terrible at writing lists.
I need to write lists. And then I'm like, I need to write a list to write a list.
Yeah. All right. Number 1, one of the most important things as a tap dancer that you can commit to doing in this new year, take class. Absolutely. Whenever you can, however you can, take class. We live in the beautiful digital age where classes are available online pretty much all the time. I mean, my YouTube channel, for starters, that you're already on, but then there's tons of other YouTube channels. There are people doing Zoom classes. There's people doing classes on Facebook and Instagram. Get in on some of these classes or find a local class and commit to taking it. Commit to working on your craft. That's step 1. In my opinion, one of the most important. All right, number 2, commit to practicing. That's the hardest one, isn't it? Once you get home from class, you're like, okay, I'm done. And it's like, no, you got to set aside time to practice, whether it's because you have a show coming up and you have to know your material. I'm talking to myself because I have to practice later. Or maybe you are trying to work on a step and you're not getting it in class. You got to spend some time on it after class. Commit to practice outside of class hours. Wouldn't it help?
It would help a lot.
Why is he doing this video with me?
I think this is one of the, what do they call it? Like where you sit around with somebody and then everybody reads off the cards. We're coming to you to talk about...
It's an intervention.
There you go.
These are resolutions, but I wanted him to do the video with me in case any of these resonated with him and he could give you some advice.
The first one about the taking class. What's your opinion on... Should people branch out and try to take classes from people from outside their area because everybody has a different style? Would that help more?
I personally think you should take class from as many different teachers as you can, because everything that you learn from one teacher, you'll learn something totally different from another teacher, and it will only help you grow as a dancer. So, yeah, if you're ever in my area, take class with me, and take class with him, and take class with the studio next door. Absolutely. And in this digital age, you can take class from literally anyone in the world. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was eye-opening because you're the one who taught me how to tap, and she has been who I've always taken class from. And then we went to that tap festival.
Ratchet Tap.
Oh, we went to Ratchet Tap, but also we went to that tap festival, and I took the...
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm an intermediate tapper. That lady wrecked me. She was like, this. I was like...
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps a lot to take from different people because... There are certain classes I don't take advanced. I won't take advanced from certain teachers because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be that stressed out today. So, you know. All right, so we have take class, commit to practice. Number 3, try something scary, like improv. Or if you're afraid to perform, try performing. Even if it's just for a friend, show them something that you learned in class. Try a new step that you've been afraid to try, unless you're afraid because you think it might hurt because physical limitations. That's different. But try a new step. Try a new teacher's class. Try dancing to a kind of music you've never danced to before. Try choreographing something in a different way. Try something scary. I think that's my favorite.
For the first time.
Or choreographing for the first time. I think that's my favorite resolution. I resolve to do that all the time. Try something scary. Whether it's getting up and doing improv in front of a bunch of people, performing, creating, anything. Do something scary. Not like scary as in like tap dancing in a haunted house, sure, I guess. Or tap dancing on the side of a cliff. Don't do that either. You don't have to go that scary, but something that scares you. Just to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's great, I promise. All right, number 4. Treat your body like you need it for dance. That's my other favorite one. Commit to treating your body well. You can't dance if your body doesn't function, and your body can't function right if you don't treat it right. Feed it properly, work out the muscles that you need to work out, stretch before and after you do physical activity. All of the things we're always told to do, and then we're like, I don't have time. I don't have time to eat right. I don't have time to... And I don't mean eat right like any specific diet or anything. I just mean like fuel your body. Like if you know you got to dance for 5 hours, do yourself a favor and make sure that you eat something with like protein in it. And you know, you can be vegan and eat protein, I promise. Just in case anyone's like, yeah, well. No, it's treat your body like it's important in order to do your craft, because it is. Treat it like you would treat a luxury car you just paid $100,000 for. Treat your body that nicely.
Get sleep.
Oh, yes, please get sleep. Coming from the person that barely gets any sleep, but I'm busy. But it affects me. It absolutely affects me. I got to teach for like 5 hours tonight, and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, and that's going to affect my performance as a teacher and as a demonstrator of the steps. Get sleep. Fuel your body well. Do yoga, relax, meditate, anything that makes your body feel better, do it. Self-care is important, very important, okay? Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5, and this one is the reason I brought him into this video. If you want something, go for it. If you want something, absolutely 10,000% go for it. You want to be a professional dancer? Go for it. Use this as your biggest New Year's resolution. Commit to going for it. Whether that means submitting for auditions, moving to a new city just so that the opportunities are there. Like being a professional dancer. Is there anything other than those two? Start your own company. Lots and lots of things that you can do to become a professional tap dancer. Whatever it is that you want to do, go for it. He wants to go for a job right now. He's very, very excited about a job. And I looked at him and I said,
why aren't you going for it yet? Go for it. She's like, what's stopping you?
Nothing is stopping you. Maybe the opportunity won't come when you want it to, but if you keep going for it, you will get it. And it may not come in the way that you wanted it to. I wanted to be a professional tap dancer in some big company somewhere. Didn't quite happen the way I wanted it to. I'm a professional tap dancer in some big company, but I had to make that company. So that happened a little differently than I expected, but I like the way it worked out. So whatever your dreams are as a dancer, start moving toward them. Whether that means the baby step of start submitting for auditions, start getting involved in community theater, start going to more tap festivals so that you can meet more tap dancers and become present to companies. Companies could be like, oh yeah, we saw you at this tap festival. Oh, we saw you here. Oh yeah, I've worked with you before. Start taking those steps to go for what it is that you want. Okay?
Okay.
All right, number 6. Give back. This one's a big one. I'm going to need to pick up my paper for this. Give back. There are so many different ways that you can give back. I've chosen to give back through this channel. That's my mechanism for giving back, but there are so many ways that you can do it. Help a friend with a step. Be grateful for what you've learned and share it with somebody else. If there's somebody in your class struggling with a step, help them out. Take them aside and say, hey, let me help you with this step. Let me show you how I do it. Maybe that'll help. Cheer someone on. Go to somebody's show. If you know that one of your friends is performing like in the Nutcracker a couple weeks ago or so, or like you know that they have a spring show coming up, buy a ticket and go. That's the best way to give back, is to be the audience for them, because nobody likes to perform for empty seats. Fill those seats. Another way you can give back is in a much smaller and free way, completely free, doesn't take much time. Like, comment, share. If you know artists that are trying to put themselves out there, the best way to give back to them, like, comment, share. YouTube videos, Instagram posts, TikTok, Facebook, anything where they're trying to put themselves out. If they've got a show and they're posting a flyer, share that flyer. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to share it publicly, send it to people that might actually go, you know? Like, comment, share. He's big in social media, and he's the one that taught me that one of the best ways that you can be there for a friend who's an artist, totally free. Like, comment, share. Absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything, barely any time. It's amazing.
Even if you just respond, hey, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Comment just so that way they know that someone cares.
And lastly, and there's tons more that you can have. If you have other New Year's resolutions for tap dance, please write them down in the comments. Let's share with each other so that maybe we spark new ideas. The last one, learn more tap history. Maybe commit to learning a little bit more about the history of this beautiful art form. There's a new film coming out in the next couple of years, I've just learned, starring Tom Holland as Fred Astaire. So that's going to be able to help you learn about that particular figure in tap history. But there are so many others that are just, like, the origin of tap goes way before that. So maybe take some time this year and learn a little bit more about the history of tap, and then take that history and share it with those around you.
That'd be cool.
I like that one because we can always learn from history, and we can always, like, have a new perspective of what we're seeing now when we learn about it from before. I just love that. But I'm also, like, you know, a scholastic geek, and I love stuff like that.
And if you don't know who to begin with, just write down a bunch of the names of, like, tap dancers that you've heard of, or even ones that you look up online. Put them in a hat, pull it out. Like, I'm going to learn about that one.
That could be fun. It could be like an advent calendar of, like,
Tappers.
of tap dancers. Learn about a new one every week. You'll learn about 52 tap dancers by the end of the year. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, hopefully this list of New Year's resolutions for tap dancers has helped you out, and I hoped it helped you as well.
It did.
Thank you so much for joining us. I love doing these Tappy Talks, so make sure if you enjoy Tappy Talks that you hit the thumbs up button if this helped. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button and join the Tap fam. We've got vlogs, tutorials, technique exercises, all kinds of stuff on this channel, so make sure that you join the Tap fam. And as always, thank you for dancing with me.